Hello and welcome to our tutorial on how to fill out the on-campus housing application for the upcoming academic year. My name is Janice Folk. I am the Director of Residential Life and Student Activities at Maine Maritime Academy. And if you have any questions at all after going through this tutorial, don't hesitate to reach out to me at housing@mma.edu. Now to start today, we've gone to mystudentlife.mma.edu and we've logged in using our complete MMA email address and the password that we use for everything else, our email, our My MMA portal, everything else has the same password. So here we are at the home page. We're going to click on Housing Applications, and that brings us to the Housing Applications page here. And we are going to scroll down and click on Apply next to the on-campus application. Now we're going to see a bunch of steps at the top here, different steps that we need to complete in order to complete our application. And we're going to scroll down here and we're going to make sure that all of this information on the details page is correct. So we'll scroll through. If we find any issues at all, there's some contact information here to help you reach out to us and let us know what might not be correct on your application. Once we've checked that out, we'll click on Save and Continue. And this next page is the emergency contact page. So if we scroll down here, you want to make sure that this page is completely filled out. There are 2 emergency contact spaces, and you'll want to make sure that all of this information is complete. At the bottom here, there's a section for allergy information and medical information. So you will want to include anything that you would want us to communicate with emergency personnel. If you don't have anything to add here, then don't add any text to this space. On our next page here, we have the Maine Maritime Academy Student Honor Code of Conduct and Responsibilities. And you'll see some links here that you can click on so you can read all of the information that you're signing to. This is an electronic signature, so you are agreeing to all of the terms here. So it's very important that you check it out and make sure you're familiar with that information. Now, to actually sign to this honor code, you will include your complete 9 student ID number. If you're not familiar with what your ID number is, you'll want to go and check that out on the My Student Life or My MMA portal, and that information will be on the top right-hand corner. So it's the complete 9-digit student ID number. So you might know those last 5 digits here, but you'll want to include the 4 zeros before that. And we'll move on to the next page. And this next page here is the drugs and alcohol policies. Again, you're going to want to click on all of these links here so that you're familiar with the information that you're signing to. And then you'll be entering your student ID number. If you want to keep any of this information, you're welcome to print the page, but it won't include all of the information in the links. This next page refers to our photo release statement, and you will automatically be agreeing to have your photo released. If you want to not give permission for your picture to be used, then you could email collegerelations@mma.edu, but otherwise you will want to include your ID number here, and we'll move on to the next page. The next page is about FERPA, which is the Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act. And so this means that we won't disclose information about your anything having to do with your educational records or anything like that. And so it has some information about that you'll want to take a look at and familiarize yourself with it. And we'll assign to that using our ID information and save and continue. This next page is specifically for regimental students. So if you are going to be in the regiment, this step will appear for you. If you are not going to be in the regiment, this step won't appear for you. If you see this step and you're not in the regiment, or if you don't see this step and you are going to be in the regiment, make sure to reach out to us as soon as possible so we can make sure that that is all set to go. Now, this section here talks about making an appointment for your uniforms. Because of the COVID-19 pandemic, we are not doing in-person uniforms fittings. So you will have to check out on our website. There's information about how to do that fitting on your own and submit the paperwork. So certainly check that out on our website under the regimental section for new students. You'll also be signing to the National Defense Authorization Act, so make sure that you review that paperwork before signing and moving on to the next page. All right, this next page has our meal plans. So for the meal plans, there's some links to additional information about what the meal plans include. And all of the meal plans are 12, 17, and 21 meal plans are the same price. What the difference is there is whether you'll have 21 or 17 or 12 meals in the main dining room versus extra flex dollars for our Waypoint grab and go space on campus. So we highly recommend for our new students to go with the 21 meal plan, at least for the fall semester, and then you have the opportunity to switch that meal plan the first week of the spring semester. So give it a try the 21 meal plan, and take it from there. So we'll indicate our meals, and then dietary restrictions. If you have any kind of allergies or anything like that, that is a good place to put that information as well. On this next page here, it is our residential and dining contract. Very important that you understand the terms and conditions of this document. It talks about the housing fees. It talks about basically many things you need to know if you're going to be living on campus, including the cancellation. All of this information is very important. So it's a good page to actually use that print this page at the bottom, so that you have that document, even if you just save it as a PDF. You can always return to this page later on, but I think it's convenient to have a copy of it on your computer. And once you have checked that out, you can agree to it and move on to the next page. And next up, we have the new student orientation page. And for this year, we are doing our new student orientation entirely online. It will be virtual, and we have information at this link here. It brings you right to our new student orientation page. It's great. It has so much information. It will link you to different videos that we'll have going on, Zoom videos where you can interact, ask questions, learn different things, and we'll be making sure that you're prepared for the upcoming academic year. So make sure you check that out, because we're not going to be able to do an in-person new student orientation over this summer. Now, this next section is very important. It's your profile questions. And so what that means is you're going to want to answer this completely, honestly, as honest as possible. Make sure that you don't have someone else, a parent or a guardian or anything, filling this out for you, or even looking over your shoulder while you're doing it, because you're going to want to be as honest as possible. This page will help you find different folks who might be a good roommate for you. Or if you don't end up requesting a specific roommate and we're assigning you roommates administratively, we're going to use this information to help make a good match for you, for your roommates. So make sure that you're answering this honestly and completely. Even if you have a roommate in mind already, in case something happens, you're not able to room with them, or they don't end up attending, you want to have this information as complete as possible. Now on this next page here, through June 19th, which is a Friday, June 19th at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time, you're able to go in and request a roommate through the system. So you'll go to this page and you will create a roommate group. There's a separate tutorial for this page. You can go ahead and check it out. It is listed on our YouTube channel. Check it out, figure out how to request that roommate or create a roommate group. but please know that most of our incoming first-year students do not actually end up requesting a roommate. They're administratively assigned. So don't feel bad if you don't have anyone in mind. We will be administratively assigning folks who don't end up being in a roommate group. Don't stress about it. And this year we are also doing only double occupancy rooms, not triple occupancy rooms, due to the COVID-19 pandemic. And so once we've completed all of this, we're good to go. So we've signed the contract, my application is complete, and we're all set. We've completed the application. So this is where you want to be. And this means we will end up creating a booking for you, and you'll be assigned a room in Curtis Hall or the Commons. If you have any questions at all, do not hesitate to reach out to us at housing@mma.edu. We look forward to seeing you soon.